What's going on, guys? Today we're gonna make some duck egg Meyer lemon curd. Now, what's so special about duck eggs and Meyer lemons? Meyer lemons are a cross between a regular lemon and a mandarin orange. So Meyer lemons are seasonal. They're only available between December and May, and they're a little bit orange in color. They're a little bit sweet. They're not as tart as regular lemons. And the rind is very interesting too. It has a little bit of a herb scent to the zest instead of just exclusively citrus. The other unique thing that we're using today is duck eggs. And you can see duck eggs are much larger than regular eggs, and they have a lot of different properties too. Duck eggs have lower water content, but a higher fat content. This turns your baked goods into fluffier creations, and whenever you're making creams, it makes it a whole lot creamier. And that's what we're doing today. This lemon curd is gonna be absolutely delicious all on its own, but I'm gonna make it a little bit fancier and put it in some lemon bars at the end. All right, to make our lemon curd, we need to be a little bit of a Boy Scout today. That means we need to prepare all of our separate ingredients first before we put it in the pot and stir, because we will be stirring the entire time to make sure our lemon curd is smooth as possible. We need 1/4 cup of lemon zest. So we need to zest these before we cut them and juice them. 1/4 cup of lemon zest will require all 4 lemons. We need 1 cup of lemon juice. That's only half a cup of juice. And luckily I bought extra, so let's juice those too. 4 duck eggs. Look how big that yolk is, amazing. 2 sticks of cubed butter. In a cold saucepan, let me repeat that, in a cold saucepan, pour in your 4 duck eggs and 1 cup of sugar, and then cream this together. And then we can go ahead and turn this on to a medium heat. And continue whisking this until it's smooth. Just a couple minutes here will be enough. This is going to be taxing on your forearms because we're going to be whisking pretty much the whole time, so make sure you got your forearms ready to go. Slowly add in your lemon juice. And then our lemon zest, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now we're gonna go ahead and add in our butter 1 cube at a time. Only after each cube is melted do we add the second piece of butter, and keep whisking the entire time. This process should take about 10 minutes. All right, we keep stirring until it thickens. It'll stick to the end of the whisk a little bit once it gets to the desired consistency. All right, now that we've taken this off the heat, we have a couple of options here. So there still is the lemon zest inside of our curd. We could put that through a sieve to take those pieces out, but I'm going to leave the zest in. I don't think that the zest detracts from the deliciousness of the dish. If this was just going to be a lemon curd a la carte, we could go ahead and put these into jars or put them in ramekins and then chill them to serve. But I'm putting this into a tart. So I'm going to put this in a bowl and set it off to the side, and we can make our crust now. Don't we need to test this out before we put it in our tart? That's pretty good. All right, to make the crust for our lemon bars, we need 1/2 cup of melted butter, which is 1 stick, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and cream this together, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of flour, plus 1 tablespoon of flour. All right, mix this together. This batter will be thick like this, almost like cookie dough. All right, this is a 14 by 4 inch tart dish. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with some nonstick. This is already nonstick, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Press the dough into the dish. All right, bake this between 15 and 18 minutes at 325 degrees until the crust is lightly brown. All right, 18 minutes later, and our crust is out of the oven. Poke some holes in the top of the crust while this is still warm with a fork. This will help the lemon curd adhere to the crust. We're not poking all the way through the crust. We're just gently piercing the top. All right, let's put this back in the oven for another 20 minutes. I have some leftover curd here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour them in some ramekins. And lemon curd is best served cold, so we can put these in the refrigerator to chill. They would need at least 2 hours to chill before you would serve them. All right, 20 minutes later, and it is out of the oven. It's looking good. The tart will still be a little jiggly upon coming out of the oven because it is very hot. So we're gonna leave it on the counter for about a 1/2 hour so it can come down to room temperature, and then we're gonna throw it in the refrigerator for about 2 hours, and then we can pull it out and have some lemon tart deliciousness. I ended up letting my lemon tart sit in the refrigerator overnight, so let's go ahead and pop it out and dust it with some powdered sugar. All right, let's go ahead and taste this. I love this lemon tart. I tried the lemon curd when it first was warm off the stove, it was delicious. I tried the lemon curd after it had chilled in the refrigerator by itself, delicious. Now the lemon curd baked on top of this lemon tart, absolutely wonderful. I think this is my favorite iteration. The baking process allows the curd to solidify a little bit, and then the shortbread crust with the powdered sugar on top is an absolutely wonderful flavor combination. I love sour things, and like its name, this lemon tart is quite tart, which I love. The Meyer lemon has its own unique aroma, and the lemon filling is absolutely creamy because of our duck eggs. I would say it's a success. Thanks for cooking with me again today, guys. If you enjoyed the video and you made it to the end, please like and subscribe. The recipe for this tart and for the curd is in the description. You can also follow me on TikTok, Twitter, or Instagram. On those platforms, I condense all of my videos to 60 seconds or less, and I compose them to music, which creates a really dynamic experience. I think this tart has some of its own ideas as to what it wants to be composed to.